Estamos live en YouTube. Estamos live en YouTube y ahora va a preguntar lo que ha estado haciendo.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Buenas noches. This is Elder Keith Kaizo, and I am with some of the brethren in Peru and Church of God leadership as well. And a lot of people know that in some countries are not as blessed as we are in America when it comes down to COVID. And so one of the things that's been led on my that I've been led to do is to see raise some money to help some of the pastors out, whether they're with Church of God in Christ or not. But I just over there. You know what place is? Raise money for the ministry in Peru. Now, I know we just got through talking a few minutes ago, so what I want us to do is, and you didn't get a chance to tell us. I'm on Bishop. I want Brother Perez. I think you're the one doing the most English. Can you just go overview what is the basic needs and what is the issues going on in Peru and how us in America can help with things needed in Peru? So go ahead, Brother Perez.
For me?
Yeah, you can go ahead first. Hey, go ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead. I know you're having trouble hearing. Okay. Start over again because we live now on YouTube. So tell us some of the items that that is needed in Trujillo.
Yeah. The way we're being helping people and is effective if it supply food to the people. You know, make bags with certain items like lentil, rice, spaghetti, olive. I put Bible and candies, but we can add to oil, sugar, a mask, and oats. And you make a bag of that and give it to person that you know, like elderly people that are not allowed to go out. If you are 65, you are not allowed to go out. They will stop. Yes, because you're in risky. Your age put you in risky. Or if you're heavy, if you are heavy, you are not allowed. Or if you have another kind of sickness, those are considered.
I would be stuck in that. I would be stuck in the house.
Yeah. And so what it could be is buy big bags of rice and break it into small bags and of 2 pounds. And you can make we call it survival bag. And we put 2 pounds of lentils, 2 pounds of rice, 1 pound of spaghetti, a quarter of olive, a Bible, and candy. And you give it to somebody, and that will help them for at least 1 day. Sometimes I found houses. I go door on door, with mask, gloves, and everything, and Jesus, and the blood of Jesus, and knock on doors. People that I have people that take me door to door from the neighborhoods I go, and I get surprised that 20 people can live in a house, 15 people.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, man, my bag is like, I had to go back to the car and take a couple bags because 1 bag is nothing. But sometimes there's some the poor places are like that, but some other places just 2 people, 4 people. And the bags I make it will help a family for, 4 people, maybe 2 meals, because there's not too much to choose, And masks are difficult to get, the good ones, the ones that are sanitizer, but we can get some. They're expensive. At least they go from $1 up, and you have to buy by unit. Well, you can buy boxes, but it's a lot of money. Okay. Like 50, let's say 1 mask is $1. 50 masks are $50. That's expensive.
$50 money or American money?
I'm talking American, so people will understand. I'm talking in dollars.
Oh, okay.
1 mask, $1. The one that is not the best one. I mean, you go from $1 up. You can have $45 mask. We don't need that one. But I have the ones I have is $1. I show you one.
Okay.
Let me let me go real quick to my room.
Okay, so now, so basically, we would need to bring some masks. You need to help you get some masks down there as well. While he's going to do this, oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. I'm going back. Yeah, I got a dream before all this happened. He was in China. I had a dream, and I went and buy a box of this mask before everything started coming. I think it was in America. You were having trouble in America, and I have a dream, and that they think is gonna come and messed up everything. So I went and buy stuff before it all happened. Wow. Okay, this is the mask I have. You know, it's very simple. You know, but it have the three they call it pliegues. Okay, you have three things, and you know, and I like it because I can write Jesus. This is the one I'm using right now. I bring a new one, but I can write Jesus in front.
Let me help you, Pastor, with that. Here I got a mask. This mask is $5. $5 expensive, and this one is $1. And to us, it's really difficult to get this mask because it's really expensive to us. I had to spend like 2 months with this one and being careful not going out a lot because I was not able to buy this one.
Right.
So
the $5 mask. Now, let me say this for the people in America. In America, $5 is not much of a problem, but in Peru, that's almost like spending $10, right?
Yeah, $5 is like a couple meals.
Yeah.
Right. So I want to say this to those in America who may be watching this video. So some of the funds will be needed that we are raising is to help supply the people with the reusable mask. I think we call it the KN95 mask. That's what we call it in America. So that's one of the things that we need to do is to help bring the mask of the medicine mask. Now they are able to find them. It just costs to buy them. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's expensive.
And then we need to get the good hand sanitizer. Now, can you find the safe hand sanitizer in Peru?
It's difficult. It's difficult. But I will let Pastor Ulloa, who is the lead pastor here in Peru, in charge of missions too, to talk about this. Pastor Ulloa, para que nos pueda hablar acerca del sanitizer y del alcohol, cómo lo manipulan aquí y cómo es difícil, ¿no? Es encontrar un buen alcohol. Prenda su micrófono, Pastor. Su micrófono.
Sí, a raíz de la pandemia, el alcohol ha sido falsificado.
Because the pandemic, alcohol has been modified.
Y lo que da, o sea, da mucho cuidado y hay que comprar en lugares que te ofrecen garantía.
You got to be careful when you are buying, and you got to buy it in a place where they can offer you guarantee.
Y las leyes sanitarias aquí en Perú están obligando que todos los centros comerciales y donde haya atención al público obligatoriamente tienen que utilizar el alcohol para echar la mano, ¿verdad? A la mano de todo cliente o persona que llega al establecimiento.
The law established that each mall, each person who is selling has to use alcohol to wash the hands of the people who are buying. Yes, Pastor. Sí, Pastor.
Y entre todas ellas, pues, obviamente están también las instituciones eclesiásticas, aunque no todavía se ha retomado las reuniones de las iglesias, pero esa ley va a regir en que se pueda utilizar en todas las iglesias.
And the law didn't allow to open churches yet, but when the churches can be open, we will need alcohol to use with our fellows in
Y
faith.
a más de lo que la ley diga, pero todo hogar por precaución sanitaria, estamos obligados a usar el alcohol en casa.
And not only because the law says so, but we need to use the alcohol in our houses. And I can, yes, yes, sí, Pastor.
Y la demanda de alcohol ha hecho que, porque el alcohol era un producto muy económico, pero por la demanda ha hecho que el alcohol se suba el precio a precios increíbles, ¿no?
Es como 3 veces, 4, 5 veces más, ¿no?
Sí, algo de 4 veces más de lo
4 veces más,
normal.
¿no?
Sí.
Because people are crazy looking for alcohol on streets. Now the price of the alcohol is 4 times more than it was used to be. I got 1 bottle of alcohol that I bought, and it was a fake alcohol. My father is looking for it. It's a really big bottle of alcohol, and I thought it was good. I thought it was a normal alcohol, but no, they just fool me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for it.
We got a problem with fake alcohol. Let me go to Bishop Morris. I'm gonna ask him a question now. Being that you are the bishop of in Peru, what are some of the problems you have in shipping, or how much do you think it would cost just say a good crate, just to send something over there to the different cities like Trujillo or Lima? This idea of we wanted to send real alcohol. About how much?
The shipping rates for Peru are astronomical. It is ship anything there. It's such pricey. I had a box that I was going to ship, just a regular box about the size of what legal paper come in. It was going to be about maybe 25 pounds. It was going to be like $500.
Ooh, $500. Okay.
Yeah, it's better.
I better raise the price of what I'm trying to raise from 5,000 to
like
maybe
$500 just to ship a little box, a little 25-pound box.
And the mail is closed. It hasn't opened yet.
Closed. Yeah.
Oh.
El correo está cerrado.
In some parts of Peru, there's no guarantee that it's going to get there.
Yes. Two.
So
There's no guarantee it's going to get there because the people are so poor. Sometimes they'll scavenge through it, and you never know the package is going to get there or not. You don't know.
That sounds like Venezuela. It might not even make it to the house by the time the soldiers get it on the road. So basically what I'm saying, I'm got this live because I'm doing this live, and I'm raising this money because I want to give it to both of these ministries. That's how we're going to work it out. But it's best just to send it down to Peru and let them be able to find the items on correct.
The guys have a good track record for his Kojic World Missions. Mm-hmm. We have sent this year during the pandemic, we've sent right at close to $6,000 at 3 different times to the pastors in Peru to help them feed their families. And so we've tried to aid them in doing that and raise the money from our local church as well as individuals we knew in the Houston area and around to try to supplement these pastors because they don't have any income. Most of the pastors preach and they get the offerings, but
we lost the connection, but I base what he's saying is no church, no offering.
Money. And whatever money they had saved up. And many of the pastors in Peru never ask for anything because they're really too embarrassed to let people know that they're starving. They've never asked me for anything. I just know that they need it. And they are very good men in Peru.
I've come to find that out, even with Africa, people have never asked me for a dime, have asked me for money because they've gone through a crisis that they've never done before, and they can't work. They can't work, and I understand. So this is all over the world that we have these problems. So
Okay.
basically, with this
full of
GoFundMe,
integrity.
we're going to do is we're going to try to raise money. We're going to the pastors that we know and to the pastor who I know, and we're going to try to send them through missions and through Bishop Morris, and he will get it to his pastors on the ground. I would deal with the pastor who I know, unless he becomes part of the collective that he is inclusive. But we're gonna try to get him some help as well. So basically, just GoFundMe campaign. If we want you to hear from the get-go, there are problems in Peru. The alcohol, they got fake alcohol, and people don't know where to get the right alcohol. It costs a lot of money for the mask. The $5 mask there is like paying $10 for a mask in America. So what I'm trying to do is we want to try to help these ministers, not just for themselves, because you got to feed the ministers too, but help them feed the others in the area that they're in, and pass out the sanitizer, the correct sanitizer, get the correct mask, and be able to help the people there. There's a lot of people dying, and we understand that the government is not telling the whole. Y'all don't have to comment now because I don't want y'all to get in trouble, but I've been hearing that the government has not been given the correct totals out there. That's really worse than they say it is. Don't say anything. Don't get in trouble. No hablo. Because I know how it is in other governments.
Que José no le diga la verdad de los números para que no tengas problemas.
You said do not say anything about numbers so we don't have any problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one thing about the virus is many more people will have it and they will never know it. So you may have people getting sick and dying of it, but never correctly diagnosed of it.
Yeah.
So,
I got here a bottle of alcohol. It is not the big one. I couldn't find it. I remember I just put it in the trash because it was not real alcohol. But I got this one. This is how alcohol in Peru looks like. And there are different sizes, like medium sizes and big sizes.
Like this one.
I bought that one, but I bought some a bottle just like this one, but big, really big, and it was fake.
$7 or $8 this bag.
How much? ¿Cuánto?
$7 or $8 because you had to buy it in this Inca Pharma. Hey, you cannot buy alcohol here in the street. I mean, you're buying death there. They selling the fake alcohol, and you think you're gonna be clean, and what you're gonna have a big problem in your body because it kill your liver. It get into your liver. It's the bad alcohol, and this is in Inca Pharma, and it's not easy to find. I mean, I got a friend that get, and then this alcohol, I bought it before because of the dream I have. God showed me everything before it happened, and I bought it. I bought two big ones. They're 1 liter. I bought it in Totus. Totus became very complicated to get in, but now I go to Plaza Vea, which is near my house, and you don't have a lot of people, and you can get this, but these are around the same thing, $7. From $7, you start from $7 or $8. It depends. So it's
and
you
it
cannot buy.
was not the price. That was not the price. The price was like $1.50.
Yeah, you go to the street, you find masks, you have alcohol, you have everything, but everything is fake. And you think you're gonna be protected, and you're not gonna be protected. So
basically, what I'm doing with this campaign, we want these ministers to get the funds to go where they can get the real stuff and not the fake stuff.
And there is a situation Pastor Ulloa can tell about some pastors and also some fellows from church. Pastor Ulloa puede ahí expresar su situación con los pastores que tiene y los miembros de la iglesia.
Obispo, pastores, la
Bishop, pastors, the
la
situation
situación aquí en Perú está crítica.
here in Peru is really bad.
Le quiero comentar que un pastor de aquí de la zona, con toda su congregación, están infectados del COVID-19.
I want to talk about just one case of a pastor with the whole congregation. They are infected with the COVID-19.
Y quiero explicarles un poco esto, por qué estas cosas ocurren, porque ¿quién no quisiera tener alcohol y todos los artículos sanitarios recomendados, pero no lo usan porque no lo pueden conseguir, y no lo pueden conseguir porque cuesta demasiado y no cuentan con los recursos?
And I
Amen.
want to tell you, who doesn't want to have everything that they need in order to prevent the COVID-19? But the truth is that these people who got infected, they didn't have the resources to protect themselves. Because who doesn't want to get a good alcohol, a good mask? But the truth is they couldn't buy it. So they are infected because they didn't have the money to get the stuff to be safe. Sí, pastor.
A partir del 1 de este mes de julio, el gobierno dio libertad ya que pueden salir a las calles, pero esto se hizo no porque la pandemia haya menguado, sino que la gente, por la misma necesidad de tener que comer, tiene que salir a las calles a buscar de dónde ganar el dinero. No le importa si pueden infectarse.
All right,
o no.
I will complete this, what Pastor was
Abed,
saying.
Abed's hablo English bien. You ever live in America?
Yeah, I have lived in America. I've been there twice. Yeah. So yeah, I want to explain a little bit what Pastor was saying. And it is that the situation here is really difficult. People are desperate, selling things and trying to get money to buy food. So as they didn't have any money, they had to go out on the streets during the quarantine. So the government had to allow them to go out on the streets, because many people were put in jail, were being arrested for going out to work. So the government had to allow them to go on the streets. So what we have now, it is a really bad situation, because many people are getting infected because we are not prepared to affront a situation like this one.
Coyic, Perú. Aquí en Perú trabajamos con pastores de iglesias muy pequeñas.
So here in Kojic, Peru, we work with really small churches.
Y aquí en Perú, si es que alguna iglesia pertenece a alguna denominación, acá en Perú las denominaciones no ayudan ni apoyan a sus pastores de las iglesias anexadas.
So maybe you can think that if the church belongs to a denomination, that denomination can help the pastor. But the truth is, it is not the reality here in Peru, because sometimes the whole administration here is not like you are used to have in your countries.
Y es por esa razón que en Coyic, Perú, estamos haciendo esa labor con el obispo Morris de poder apoyar a los pastores, porque realmente son pastores que durante todo este tiempo de la pandemia hasta el día de hoy, pues están pasando momentos de necesidad, porque a la verdad no pueden ellos generar ingresos.
So it is what we have been doing with Bishop Morris here. It is we have been assisting and helping as many pastors as we can, because we know how needed they are. we know that the family is in a really bad situation. They do not have any income because sometimes here in Peru, when you are a pastor and you work in something else, you are not good seen to the eyes of the people outside, to the people of the church. So you gotta be dedicated almost 100% to the ministry, to be a pastor, to be a good leader here in Peru.
Let me add this, what he was saying. A lot of these ministries that help churches in other countries are basically rely on major conventions to raise money for mission work. But in America, almost every church organization conventions have been canceled. So the money revenue, and I say that this part has for all denominations, the money that people used to have to donate is no longer there because this has affected everybody. So this is why my plea is to everybody out there, regardless if you're in a church or not in the church, if you can go to give to this GoFundMe fund, we can help these ministers be hear the problems. I'm not just saying this because I'm a part of the Church of God in Christ yet. um, but this is the way how we can help the people who are suffering. And I just want to give my little testimony real quick. I was blessed in America. One of my jobs I had, working in the school system, we had to quit the schools, but they kept paying us. So I was getting a check from that job, and then I was working a bus driving job. So I was actually getting two checks. One I wasn't working for, but God blessed me and told me use that other money to go help those people who can't get any checks, who want to work. And that check just ended. But the main point is that we in America who have been blessed, those of us here in America who can get unemployment, those here in America that has Social Security, disability, pension, let us help these people. You hear the cry from Peru. I've been on Facebook with the cries from Africa. Let us help these people in these other countries, people who want to work, people who never asked for money before, people who probably don't want to be out here asking for money, but they need help in Peru. They need help in other countries. And I got some friends in Colombia that never asked me for help, but I know they need it, and I need to go send something to them anyway. But let us be able to help those in other countries who don't have the resources, who want to work, they don't have. And I was reading that the government of Peru had stimulus checks, but everybody didn't have a bank account. Is that pretty much true of what I read? That people couldn't even get the stimulus because they had no accounts? Can somebody comment on that?
Oh yeah, that's why they make those big lines, and those big lines became focus of the people get sick. So it was done wrong because it was long lines, a lot of people. Then a lot of people get the notification, and then it cancel, and then they assign again. Oh, it was a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Really, people are upset.
So it's not like here in America, they just put it in your bank account and it comes to your mail and bang, you have money. It's not like it was in America. So I'm getting ready to end this YouTube portion of this. So this is for those people. I'm going to add in the comments later on how you can give to either the Church of God in Christ, to Bishop Morris, or if you want to go, how you go. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to put the GoFundMe on the YouTube site, and I will be able to send it to these pastors and to this ministry. Bishop Morris, you want to say anything before you leave, Bishop? I know you said let them talk, but unmute yourself. Go ahead. Bishop Morris, go ahead. Yeah, where did he go? Did we lose Bishop? Uh, did we lose Bishop Morris? Bishop, not Bishop.
Yeah.
Did we lose him?
Yes, I think so. He's there.
not
He's there,
He,
but
he was just pulling up to his house. So I
Oh.
think his internet might have been switching over.
Oh, okay then. I was gonna let him finish up, but maybe you could say a little bit about how. Do you got any words you can speak for him until he comes back? brother Jonathan? Oh, he's coming back now.
He's coming back in here.
Okay,
There
Bishop.
you go.
Can you hear me?
With CCC. Escucha bien. Go ahead and say anything you want to finish out about how we can help you help Peru.
Yes. Can y'all hear me now?
See.
Yes.
Okay, good. We have a lot of needs in Peru. We have a lot of great pastors there, and we would ask anything that you can do, whether it's small or great, will be greatly appreciated. One thing I can say about our administration in Peru, Kojic World Missions Peru, we have been very upfront. Every dollar that we use is accounted for. When we send it to Peru, we have a comprehensive report that is given back to us for anybody to take a look at how the funds are being distributed and where it's going. So we believe in integrity, and if people entrust us to give, it gets to where it's going. So I just want to thank you in advance for what you're going to do. We have great people in Peru, and God is up to some great things, and he's moving all over Peru. And I thank God for all of you that may be given.
Now, I want to add this. This is not about me. Now, although I did the GoFundMe page, if you don't trust me, I'm going to ask these brothers to add their information and give it to them directly. It does not have to be through me, because it's not about me. It's about doing the work of Christ. But those who know me, and I've got mission pages and videos to show, I'm very transparent. And when I do things, and to let people know, I just came back from Uganda in February, and as they gave me, I was spending. Even on the last day I was there, somebody gave me $200, and I spent almost $200 for one of our church's schools to have books in their classroom, almost in one day, the day I got it, because I'm very transparent. So I hope that everybody who sees this video and sees the information that I'm going to post on this underneath this, once I finish doing the editing on YouTube, and then we want to be help to the people in Peru. Brother Charles, you want to say anything else about your ministry before I leave? Pablo, Charles.
Mario.
See, yeah. Got anything else you want to add about your ministry before we leave YouTube?
Me?
See.
Yeah. Yeah. What we've been doing is preaching in the streets. You know, we have a radio show here. We have a radio on the internet. I'm gonna send you the link, Brother Keith. So maybe we can get on there and you can preach. All of you can preach. Y mis amigos de Perú también, yo tengo una radio en internet y nos podemos conectar por teléfono y para que prediquen.
Claro,
Se
claro que
escucha
sí.
todo el mundo. Es para todo el mundo. It's all around the world. That's one thing we're doing. And the Bible College, well, you really open my eyes because of with this, because we have a Bible college here, and we have some students that are missing classes, but with this type of technology, with these Zoom meetings, we can have some meetings for the students too, and start all over, because this pandemic is going, they say September, October, we don't know how long it's gonna, and the people want to study. But I'm going to the streets, maybe to preach in the streets, maybe 2-3 times, at least 2 times a week with my PA system. Near my house, 2 blocks from my house, there's a place where they're selling medicine for COVID. And it's a park, and it's surrounded by houses that became labs and clinics, all kind of doctors, all kind of stuff medical, and it's packed. 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock, they're making long lines, and people are desperate there. I mean, I send you see my clips. People are desperate. I mean, I see people kneeling down. I mean, literally, I'm kneeling down and start crying because this COVID thing is life or death. So, and people, just come to the Lord, pray for people, and then that's one part. And then other part is go door on door to give out the survival bags, which is trying to reach, because near my house there's it's a bad area, but it's also poor. But I remember when I was drug addict, so it's not bad area for me. It's evangelistic area, and so I go with somebody of the neighborhood, knock on the doors, and meet some of the people. They share with me, and I give them the back, and you can see in their faces how they. And I say, well, maybe the government forget about you, but Jesus don't forget about you. That's what I'm here. And even with a small bag I gave them, it means a food for them. And I hear testimony. They say, we don't have nothing to eat today, and you show up.
I
So
believe
it's
it was James that said,
right.
don't just say God bless you, dear step Beniga, and get no and don't have no burrito for them.
Yeah, I can say that we in Kojic here, Peru, we have not stopped of preaching. We are going through Facebook, through all the social media that we can to preach the gospel of God. For some pastors are easy because some pastors they have the resources, some other pastors do not have them, and that's become an issue. But we are 100% committed to the gospel, and we are keeping preaching, worshiping, and praying to the Lord.
Amen. So I will be adding, look in the comments, and I will be adding information, GoFundMe, and then they can then come on and add whatever they want to. So let's help the people in Peru, help the Incluso de Dios en Cristo, Church of God in Christ. We want to help Brother Charles as well, as we know that the people are in need. This has been Elder Keith Kaizo, and I'm about to sign out on YouTube, and y'all should, and Jesus